Hello folks. So I was originally going to make a video about using a Cloudlifter or FetHead with the popular Shure SM7B microphone. I think these phantom powered preamps, or mic activators as they're sometimes called, can be very helpful with this microphone on some interfaces and recorders. But I also think that in many cases they aren't as much of an absolute requirement for the SM7B as it can sometimes seem when reading online. Then, while planning to make the video, I saw that Julian Krause had posted a new video on this very topic. He covers much of what I was originally going to cover in my video, and he does a great job. I'm going to link his video in my description. His testing and explanation of the technical aspects are very good. No affiliation with him or anything. He just has some excellent info in his video. So after I saw that video, I shifted gears a bit. I decided instead to just give a few examples of how the Shure SM7B sounds when plugged directly into several different interfaces, with no Cloudlifter or anything else added to the chain. The SM7B is a very popular microphone. It isn't magic, but it is a good microphone with solid performance and solid construction. Its sound is pretty flat and neutral, and while you may not love the sound, you probably won't totally hate it either. I think a big reason for the popularity of the SM7B is the fact that it gets a lot of attention for being the mic used by certain celebrity podcasters, singers, radio stations, etc. But one way or another, a lot of people end up interested in this mic, and it doesn't take much research to find reports that it's very quiet, and you either need an expensive, powerful preamp, or you need something like a Cloudlifter or FetHead to get anything out of this microphone. In fact, I see the Cloudlifter and FetHead recommended for use with the SM7B all the time, and many online sites that sell the SM7B even offer bundles. But for this video, I'm going to record with the SM7B connected directly to 3 different USB audio interfaces. The interfaces represent 3 different cost and performance levels. It's obviously not an exhaustive list or even all the popular ones, but these are the ones I have access to right now, and it'll at least give you some idea of what to expect. I also feel that each represents a certain class of device that I wanted to demonstrate in the video. The interfaces I'll be using today are the Steinberg UR12, the Rode AI1, and the Sound Devices USB Pre 2. The audio so far has been recorded with the SM7B connected directly to the Rode AI1 interface with the gain set at max. The AI1 is a bit more expensive than the UR12, and I feel it represents kind of a mid-range performance device with similar preamp performance to what many will be using. From what I've seen, the Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 2nd Gen, some of the Behringers, and likely many others that are out there will have similar performance to the Rode AI1 when paired with the SM7B. The AI1 actually has a gain spec of only 45 dB, so on paper it seems like it should be too weak for the SM7B. But I find that with the gain maxed out, I get okay levels, and the noise floor is pretty good. It's possible that if you have a quiet voice, or if you tend to stay a bit further back from the mic, you may find that the AI1 or other similar interface doesn't have enough gain for you when paired with this mic. In that case, a Cloudlifter or similar device might be useful, simply for the extra gain. But based on my testing with the AI1, I didn't actually get less noise with a Cloudlifter. I did get more gain, but with a similar noise floor. But overall, I think the AI1 is totally usable with the SM7B for me, without any type of mic activator. For this video, I did adjust the levels a bit, but I made no other adjustments. So now I'll shut up, finally, for a moment so that you can listen to the noise floor. Next up, I have the opportunity to use a Sound Devices USB Pre 2. This interface represents a major jump in price over the others. So it isn't a realistic competitor to the other 2 interfaces I have here, but it's still an interesting comparison. This interface fits the second category I wanted to represent, which is a device that unquestionably is powerful enough for the SM7B on its own. This interface is rated at a max gain of 80 dB, which is far more than the other 2 and should be plenty for the SM7B. In fact, Shure themselves specifically mention this interface on their website as having sufficient gain for the SM7B. I had the gain maxed on the AI1, but I currently have it set to about 75% or so on the USB Pre 2. So it's nowhere near maxed out. And I'm actually getting levels quite a bit higher than I was with the AI1. So I guess the question is, with the levels matched in post, how much better does it sound than the AI1? If you weren't listening for a difference, would you notice? Maybe, maybe not. keep in mind, I do think the USB Pre 2 is better with the SM7B than the AI1. But I would also say that you don't absolutely have to have either an interface of this level or a Cloudlifter to use this microphone. Either way, this is how the SM7B sounds when plugged directly into an interface that even Shure say is capable of handling the SM7B with no additional hardware. After hearing both, at least you'll have one point of reference to decide for yourself. And since silence is always exciting, here's some of that. The last interface I have here is the Steinberg UR12. It's the lowest cost interface of the three, and I'll say right now, the preamps are definitely the noisiest. In fact, they are disappointingly noisy. So this is a good example of a device that is not up to the task of an SM7B by itself. And it does actually benefit from a Cloudlifter or similar device. I'm sure there are other USB interfaces that fall into this category, as well as some of the popular portable recorders. Unlike the AI1, using a Cloudlifter with UR12 does provide a much lower noise floor when using the SM7B. In fact, the audio is actually pretty clean with that combo. But right now, this is how the audio sounds with the SM7B plugged directly into the UR12 with the gain maxed out. And just so you know, I did try different gain levels, but I found that the max gain provides the best signal-to-noise ratio, by a slight amount. So just in case you were thinking that the noise was worse because it was on max gain and it would be better if I turned it down, it wasn't. You can probably hear the noise from the preamp even when I'm talking, but I'll still give you some silence so that you can turn up your volume if you want to hear the noise better. So there you go. That's how the SM7B sounds when connected directly into a few different interfaces. This microphone is a different animal than many others, and it's definitely gain hungry. It's very possible that a Cloudlifter or FetHead could be worthwhile for your particular situation. But I also think that you can plug the SM7B directly into a lot of the popular interfaces out there and get decent results. And hopefully this video gives at least some idea of what you can expect when using the SM7B without a Cloudlifter or FetHead. So that's it. If you have any questions, post them in the comments below and I'll answer if I can. As always, thank you for listening and take care.